The term, I think, is used to refer to a number of different things. So sometimes people talk about probate as the whole process of administering an estate. So from the point somebody passes away to the distributions at the end to the family.
That's like a generic title for what you do after.
What we do in terms of sorting all the estate out. But often specifically what people mean is the piece of paper that the personal representatives need to prove they are the right and proper people to administer the estate and to call in assets, to sell assets and to deal with the estate. So a grant of probate is ultimately a document that's issued by the court to say exactly that. These people are the right people to deal with the administration.
When I'm alive, I control my own bank account, my internet banking. If I want to buy a house, I deal with the bank, all of that sort of stuff. When I'm no longer with us, when I'm dead, clearly I can't do that anymore. And if I've got a will, the probate certificate or the grant of probate is the piece of paper that gives an individual the authority, the formal legal authority to deal with, to tell my bank what to do with my money, to sell my house and sign the contract.
Yeah, so if a person has a will, then that document gives authority to the executors that you've appointed to do those things. For certain aspects of dealing with the estate, you will need the grant of probate. If there is no will, and we are reliant on the intestacy rules, which are the legal rules that say, there's no will, this is what happens to the estate, this is who can deal with it, then we don't have that document to rely on, so you do need your grant in those cases to actually give that legal authority.
Okay, so in certain circumstances, some of the more minor stuff you can do actually just with a proper original will
with your death certificate and the will.
And your death certificate, and that would be presumably stuff like your current account that's got a few grand in it, or that sort of stuff. Or,
sale of chattels as well. When you've got a will and there's a death certificate, so simple things like that. And I've said chattels, and people won't know what they mean.
I was going to say, well, chattels always sort of conjures up to me. It's like a cow or a goat or something, but it actually could be a car, couldn't it?
It could be. It's all of your personal belongings. So it's there's stuff in your house, there's stuff in your shed, your car, all of those.
CD collection of Bob Marley would fall into it. If that's what
you've got at home,
that's a line
Martin.
from a song, but I can't remember who sang it.